Thanks to the support as a channel member, Brian Herman. Folks, we've got ourselves 4 points clear at the top of the league with 4 games to go, and the 2 teams we play today are the teams directly below us. The maths is too complicated for my tiny brain, but I feel like there's a chance we win the league and win promotion today. Hello and welcome to part 8 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we play Kidderminster and Chorley in the National League North. Since you were last with me, this is what's been going on, continuing a nice, long, unbeaten run, which leaves the league table looking like this. 38 games played, we're on 82 points. We play Kidderminster at home up first. They're directly below us, but 4 points below us. So a win over them gives us a 7-point gap with 3 games to go. And then there's a further 6 points behind them. And considering both us and Kidderminster have a game in hand on the teams behind us, even a win against Kidderminster gets us pretty much all of the way there, because Boston, Chorley, York would have to make up. Well, Boston would have to make up. This is why I'm not going to try and do the maths. Let's just try and win the football. Kev can't do maths on videos. I've got a maths A-level. I promise you I can do it in real life. I just can't do it on video. I can't perform mathematics. One thing I want to address before getting into the game, Spasov's been getting a lot of heat in the comments section, and even on Twitch last night, people were giving him a little bit of stick. The boy's got 21 goals from 34 games, 22 goals in all competitions. That's a good striker. 22 goals. Brandy's weighed in with 16 of his own. Those two, their goals of what's fired us to get us into this position. I don't know. I don't understand the Spasov hate. It baffles me. But this is the team we're putting out there for the Kidderminster game. And we've got Colin in goal. Evelyn will be over the moon. A back four of Edwards, Dunn, Senior and Moulden. Wooten and Boot in midfield. Patterson, Perry and Brandy supporting Spasov up front. Let's get into the game. Let's just hope. We're just hoping. We've had a very, very good season. We've massively overperformed. If you remember back to the start of the season, we were only supposed to be finishing mid-table this year. So it's been an incredible overperformance no matter what happens in this game or this episode or this sequence of games. But I can't help but think about the fact that we've got ourselves into this position by being awesome, by playing really well. And if we mess it up from here, I'm going to be pretty sad. Kidderminster, though, for this level, quite a big side. Perry's being played out of position. Yeah, but that's because we haven't got anyone else who can play in there. Perry's being played out of position. Do it. Do what, John? I mean, I respect you as an assistant manager, John, but do what? What? Yeah, exactly. You slink away back into the depths of the dugout, because I don't know what you think you were suggesting we do there. Let's pump the fists. I mean, we can have a look. We can have a look at John's complaint, because we are a little bit light on... Oh, that's the wrong button. One moment. This set pieces thing does take a while to load up in game, especially when you do it by mistake. I get John's point. We are a little bit low on attacking midfielders at the moment. So there is the argument, of course, that we bring Sheriff on and play him as the second striker, because I think that's... I've talked about how there's hate for Spasov. I think it's more love for Sheriff. So maybe we do this. We drop Perry back in there, swap those two over, get him up here. A half-time change that gets to carry Sheriff onto the pitch where he can play as an advanced forward. Spasov can then become the pressing forward, and we're not going to go attack him. We're going to stay positive, but we are going to make a positive change at half-time as we look to try and grab a goal to fire us into the National League. Moulden with a very long throw, and Sheriff is there, nods it across goal, and Brandy's in, and there's Brandy's 17th goal of the season. It's an assist for Sheriff. An assist. That's what happens when Sheriff gets an assist. I shouldn't sign players with sh in their name. But that's long throws are dead, everybody says. Well, not when Moulden's involved. Sheriff nods it across beautifully, and Brandy's there to tuck it away. The two of them kind of reversing roles, with Sheriff drifting out wide and Brandy coming into the centre forward role. But that's huge. And as things stand, 7 points clear now of Kidderminster with 3 games to go. And we're trying to do it again. It's a massive throw from Moulden again. And Brandy's got it back in the back of the net again. But this time it's disallowed, presumably for an offside that's taken place somewhere in there. Perry taking his shot there. And at that point, Sheriff is offside. So Sheriff's gone from hero to villain there. In fact, hold on. There's a setting. I will find it because someone has suggested that we turn on show all player names. So we don't have to click on players like that. So let's turn that on. My worry, I've not tried it yet. My worry is it's just going to leave the screen really, really crowded and just look like a little bit of a mess. But we'll try it and we'll see what we think. We'll just try it for the most important game of the season. Why not? If ever there's a time to experiment, we're going to bring Clark on at left back in another very attacking change. And we'd be happy to not see another highlight. I'd be happy to not try out this showing all names thing until the next match. But oh my word, it is crowded. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this? This seems a little bit over the top to me. Too much information. Oh my word, that is a mess. I'm surprised Colin could see the ball with all those names floating around on top of people's heads. I'll leave it up there for the rest of this match. I'll probably switch it back for the second game because it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, I think. But if enough of you convince me that you like it, then we might go with it. But let me know. Just a simple, yeah, I like all the names, or no, I prefer it without all the names. Something along those lines. And I'll have a look through the comments and we'll go with whatever the consensus is for tomorrow's episode. This is why YouTube shouldn't have taken away the poll feature. The poll feature would be perfect for a situation like this, but it's just not there anymore. But what is there is a 7-point gap at the top of the National League North, and that is huge because now we face Chorley, and after the week I've had with Chorley, after the weekend I had with Chorley, it would be beautiful to secure promotion to the National League with a victory over Chorley. I'll feel like my redemption arc has come full circle. Let's go play them. And here is the team for the Chorley game. A few changes. Carvalho now fit again after being rested for the last game. He'd got poorly tired legs. He wasn't injured. He was just, his little love heart wasn't as booming as it could have been. So Carvalho, is that how we phrase it now? That's what they've done to us. They've taken away our percentages and now we have to talk about booming love hearts. Carvalho comes back into the team, meaning Perry can drop back into midfield alongside Wooten. And then we're going with Dunn, Senior, Moulden and Moore as the back four today. This is it. This is must win if we want to secure promotion in today's episode. Otherwise, we have to delay it a day. No one wants to delay promotion a day. Let's pump the fists. Let's pump them together. Come on, everybody, pump your fists. I want you pumping your fists down in the chat. We've not got a chat. This isn't live, Kev. You're live on Twitch most nights. You're live on Twitch tonight. This isn't live now. That's why nobody's talking to you. I've played too much Football Manager lately. Pump your fists in the comment section. Don't get in the way of, oh God, this. Right, hold on. I can't cope with this. I can't do it. It's too confusing. I think I might have made it, just seeing it there, I might have made your decision for you. It's too much. It's far too much. Right, what's going on in the other games? We're keeping an eye on Kidderminster as well, who are 1-0 up over Telford. So as it stands, they are just pushing a little bit of pressure back in our direction because that's a 5-point gap with 2 games left. So we're catchable if we don't win. So if Kidderminster are going to win their game, we must win ours to secure promotion now. Moore playing it forward, looking for Spasov, but can't find him. And it's back in midfield again with Chorley. And I've had enough of seeing Chorley keep hold of the ball in central midfield this weekend. Oh, and Colin makes the save. Evelyn's going to be over the moon with Colin's performance there. Colin must play. But it's that Cardwell fella. He was a handful against Posh at the weekend. Don't want to see him on the ball. And we're heading towards half time and it's still 0-0. Colin playing it forward to Dunn, who does well to take it past his marker. And Dunn is coming down this left-hand side, but I think that was supposed to be a cross. Luckily, Senior's dealt with it nicely, and Perry can play it forward to Brandy, who plays it into the path of Spasov. I can't say anybody's names. Brandy and Spasov. They've got 50 goals between them this year. Not quite 50, but that's 23 now for Spasov. I need to be able to get people's names out of my mouth. Senior doing very well, though. Perry, Brandy, nice little turn, clever little pass. Spasov's not missing from there. The goalkeeper's positioning probably has to come under question a little bit because the ball's, it's gone centre of the goal there from Spasov, but a goal's a goal. We're not going to complain. And now we've got another Malden long throw opportunity, who hurls it into that 6-yard box again. There's chaos again, and it hits the crossbar this time. There's been a lot of discussion about long throws on FM21. The big difference between FM21 and FM20, on FM20, anyone could do that. And that was why it was silly. But on FM21, you can only do that if you're good at long throws. Malden is good at long throws. That's why even when he's playing centre-back, he's the one taking our throws, because he can hurl it into the penalty area and it can be really effective, which you couldn't do on FM20. So although I've heard some people saying, again in the Twitch chat, that throws are still just as overpowered as they were before. They are when you've got the right person using them, but I think that's fair. In real life, Rory Delap's throw was really overpowered because it was really effective. So I think it's fair. If you've got someone who's good at it, it should be chaos. It should be like a corner. And Patterson's put us 2-0 up here. And potentially, that's the goal that secures us National League football for next season. Dunn playing it forward to Patterson. Carvalho just waits for his run, pops it through nicely. Patterson couldn't get the shot away first time of asking, but Dunn playing it back into his path. Again, their goalkeeper should probably be doing a little bit better with that, but we don't care because we're 7 points clear at the top of the league with 2 games to go, and we just need to not mess up from here. Boot's going to come on for Perry, and we're also going to bring on Sheriff or Carvalho, and we're just going to go to our 2 up top that we've done so very often this season again. And it was originally going to be the tactic we used for this season. Carvalho changed all that, but when Carvalho's not there, I guess it makes sense to continue to do it. Right, what's happening here? Surely, with a free kick. That Senior's very good. We've got a lot of very good players here on loan. I know we've got some good Premier League youngsters coming back in again on coming in on free transfers in the summer. Get your words out, man. Right, we're going to take more off, bring on Edwards, and just shift the whole defence over. Do that. But we are going to need to make sure that we're replacing these loans or getting them back on loan if we can. Senior and Spasov and Perry, really, as a 3. We'll have to see what the incoming players are like, and maybe one of them can step into the roles that are being vacated by these guys. But Spasov's a 25-goal-a-season striker, and Senior's the best defender in the division. So replacing those 2 is going to be interesting if we can't get them back in on loan again. So although we're going up, our immediate thoughts are we're going to be going up with a slightly weaker team next year than we've got now. So we're going to need a big summer. We're going to do our first transfer special of the series in a couple of days, maybe even tomorrow. If we hold on to this lead, it'll be tomorrow. There's no point showing you 2 meaningless games at the end of the season. Of course, if we mess this up from here, we will be back with the final 2 games tomorrow. Come on, boys. I want to do a transfer special. I'm ready for it. Sheriff turns, releases Patterson, and now we've got the breakaway. We're outnumbering them with 5 minutes to go. It's into the path of Boot, who hits the crossbar. Oh, that was the opportunity. We are still 2-1 up, but it just feels precarious. 2-0 is not much. Edwards now with the throw from this side. He's looking for Senior, but can't find him. And the Chorley keeper just plucks it out of the sky. No problem at all. Wooten, though, collects it, gives it to Edwards, who lumps it forward looking for Sheriff, but can't get there. Oh, I've said that so many times today because it's the story of this game. We're attempting stuff and it's not quite coming off. We're ahead by the skin of our teeth, and I think we need to. I just want a 3rd goal. I want to be able to calm down. I wanted this to be a comfortable run in when we could start. I'd already started my speech about plans for next season. Malden's brilliant. He is one who's in with us as our player, but of course, we talked about it in the last episode. There's not actually much difference between the loans and the permanent players. They're all out of contract in the summer, so we've got decisions to make about all of them. But someone like Malden, I'd be very surprised if we didn't keep him around. But that is going to be a trophy celebration. I should have worn the pink jacket today so that I matched up on screen. Kev, look how thin I look there. I've had a much better year than I had last year. That's non-league football has done me good. But there is Kettering Town, champions of the Conference North. Fireworks. I don't know where the confetti's coming from. There's no roof on this ground. Where on earth's the confetti from? No one cares. It's gone now as well. No, it's only over here. It's confetti rain. We've won the league, folks. We're going to be playing in the National League next year. Colin must play, and he must carry a trophy round as well. What a first season of non-league to legend this year. What a surprise to see a massive screen like that in the corner of Chorley's ground. It's all right down in non-league, isn't it? Well done, lads. We have won the league, and that is it for season 1 of non-league to legend. Oh, we've got budgets. How much are they going to give us? Or probably not a lot. You know what? They've almost doubled the wage budget and actually given us some transfer budget as well. If we convert all that transfer budget to wage budget, the wage budget is effectively doubled. We've got all those new players coming in, and even with them coming in, there's still room to bring in another 4 or 5. That's a generous budget. We might actually be able to stay up next year, which will be awesome. But of course, it does rely on us assembling a squad good enough to stay up. And that is what we'll now be doing in tomorrow's video. What a treat you've got tomorrow, because you've got transfer special in non-league to legend. You've got a first look at FM Touch and a first look at FM on Xbox. 3 videos tomorrow. Oh, if you're not if you're one of the 45% of people not subscribed to the channel, there's 3 reasons to subscribe right now. Let's get to 100,000. I'd love that. We won the league. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.